Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. Every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Noles will kick this deep to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Heading left after the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his secure.
Oh, the pass is picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. A poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Was completed via the screen. Picks up the 1. 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
That's reeled in. It's Green. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Send the back in motion. They'll try the option play here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
Hand off to the single back. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark. The Tigers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Snags a quick throw. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Clemson 7, Florida State 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Florida State offense on the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. Makes the catch. It's Powell. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I'll tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Close to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw, and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Takes the handoff. It's Powell. Fights through the tackler. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Single back. Takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, the defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They stop him again at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. No gain on 2nd down. Can they punch it in here? 3rd and goal from the 2. To throw, it's Glenn. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's field. The returner trying to create good field position. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quick throw. The catch is made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
He's out of bounds at the 37. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
A solid run. Good for 1st down yardage. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Grab down the middle. It's Green.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Tackle, but 1st down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Punt over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries to get it to the running back. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Now the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Florida State. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they've got him. A sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum with this defense heading to the break. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. You take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And the Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Second down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. This comes on offense moving quickly down the field. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
1st and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Quarterback operating an empty set. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Noles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Now here's the toss play. Running with purpose. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Seminoles will line up here on 1st down and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Acorn.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. Here comes the point after attempt.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Clemson, 14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Down at the 13. And the Clemson offense will take over.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Gain moves it to the 35, 1st down again. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Green. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Okay, ready?
And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking downfield. It's Glenn. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the quarterback felt he had an opportunity to get the running back out in space, but a great job by the defense. He had nowhere to go.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after it.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Tackle made after a big gain. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go.
Looking to throw yet again. but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job, it's been a collective.
And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Plainly able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense is getting closer to the red zone.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this
cannot escape it. Down he goes.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Dropping back, it's Glenn. It's a quick grab. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Wide receiver gets the ball trying for the end zone. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
Okay, ready?
That's a second and goal play for the offense.
Come on, set.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the defense brings him down.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
Ready?
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. You get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.